Hey, everybody, I'm a great, marvelously Mecha-Monday. We're looking at mechs, model kits, and micros on Monday. Three of my favorite things. But first off, this is by Happy Line Toys. This is an American sold toy. I wouldn't say American made. There's nothing made in America. It's Warrior Tech Extreme. So it's got that 90s sound to it for that extreme word. We used to use the word extreme way too much back in the 90s. Prepare for battle with Robo, Regulator. Please identify yourself. So I don't know if they really talk. I didn't know that. Robo Regulator with lights and sound. Okay. Which one do you think I got? Well, if you didn't watch last week's video, light, sounds, action, you got this guy right here. You would have maybe assumed the red one. They did have the red one at the Ollie's. I got this at Ollie's, where they have good stuff cheap, or just cheap stuff good. So this one was only $7.99. Normally I don't like these at all when I seen them at Walmart, but this one just looked really, really good. And I didn't know there was tape on the side, so cut the tape off the sides before you open yours up, so you won't have to tear up the pretty box. And I'm sure most of us want to keep these boxes because in billions of years from now they'll be worth something. You know, our great-great-great-grandchildren will be leaving our legacy that we spent all their inheritance on toys. All right, so let's get him cut out of this plastic prison he's in, as he's stuck to some pretty looking cardboard that hopefully we can use again if we can preserve it for our backdrop. So look at the backdrop. It's kind of like a beautiful nuclear sunset. Oh, he's got a beautiful molten lava ground, which is probably where he destroyed the planet he was on. Now, first off, before I even get started on him, he's not apparently one of the walking ones, which normally the ones I don't like are the walking ones, and maybe that's why I like him so much better. I was wanting to compare him to this character right here. Now, this is from Tommy's Zenyte collection. I have not much information on that. And I was just thinking, maybe this one reminded me of this guy is why I got him. All right. He apparently has some kind of a rubber band going on right here. So I'm thinking that's holding the weapon on. Maybe it's a shooting thing. Rubber band. I'm saving that. All right. So, yep, it's a shooting weapon. I thought it was going to be one of the... I thought it was going to be like, you know, like a moving back and forth part. But no, it's actually a shooting weapon. Another thing I thought about getting it for is making it to like one of the bats. Oh, all right. So he has monkey crow articulation right here. I hope is, oh, good. Anytime they can do this, but they can't, you know, straighten out their, I hate that. I absolutely deeply hate that. I have a Galvatron, Mania King. He can bend at his elbow, but he ends up punching himself. So I call, you know, it's a monkey curl is what I call it. And you can't do that, which is so stupid. Why would you do that? He's got really much better articulation, I thought. When I first saw him, I, honestly, until just a few minutes ago, thought he was going to be one of those ones you wind up and walk. Because this guy, you put batteries in him and he walks and moves his arms. So that's why I was making a comparison. But no, he does not. He is really a full-fledged action figure. Here's where the batteries go. There's a little divider thing that has already been pulled out. I don't know if it was ever in. Not sure where the sounds... Oh gosh. He's got the walking sound effects. So he's got the walking sound effects. I pushed one of these buttons by mistake is what happened. He's got an arm that's got pretty good articulation. Oops, sorry, Zenyte. It's almost like it's French. Zenyte, we're going to Zenyte. I like the whites and the blues, which honestly, it's a lot like this one as far as color scheme is. This one's more aqua color than the actual box art. Let's look at that leg articulation. We got the leg goes up, not all the way, so he can't sit down in your chair and you can't have a tea party with him, I guess. You could probably put him in a recliner.
Please identify yourself.
All right, we might as well just get the buttons out of the way, I guess. So the articulation, it's like you know, the hinge and rotation. So it's not a ball joint, it's a hinge and rotation. It looks like it would have been, maybe if it was more like for a better budget, it would have been a, this would have actually swiveled at the thigh, but it doesn't do that. The knees go, it looks like full 90 degrees. Let's see. Try not to push that button now. We got it right here, and we got it bend. Yeah, that's a full 90 degrees for sure. Dang, this is actually a much better figure. I don't like walking gimmicks to begin with. That's why I never put batteries in that guy right there. I just think he looks cool as he is. He doesn't need all that special fluff and stuff. The yellow does kind of throw off the color a little bit, but yeah, it's okay. The helmet on him, it's a little lacking, but It's not terrible. It just looks very like, what was that called? The Unicron trilogy for Transformers. I did not like their head designs. I just thought they were awful. And I'm sorry, they just did. I thought they looked like they were trying to be R2-D2 heads on a lot of them. Like their version of Bumblebee was called Hot Shot. That's honestly, they're like Hot Rod and Bumblebee got married and had a kid, and that was Hot Shot. And yeah, he looked like he had like R2-D2 head, the way they made him, you know, round-headed. The foot articulation, it looks like it's on a ball joint down there. You can kind of clearly see in there, there's a ball joint. So he's a very solid figure, actually. Now I want to go back and get the red one. But, yeah. All right, so we already heard two things he says. Well, he didn't say but one thing. So it was like the sound effects, and then please identify yourself. So maybe just those two things. Here's the walking sound again.
Please identify yourself.
Evidently, it's just two sound effects for him. Okay, so even though he's a fairly solid figure, you can still tell he's kind of hollow feeling, even though, you know, he has got screws to hold him together. So he's not like squishy plastic at all. He's, you know, if I had a fingernail, I would tap him and let you see what I'm talking about. Oh, he's got wrist articulation right here too. So overall, nice. I really like him a lot. He's a lot better than I thought he was going to be out of the box. And yeah, I just, you know, overall, I think he's a great looking figure. I'm pleasantly surprised. You can get either a white one or this color right here, which I remember red more. I think the purple is just what it like lights up and everything. Like that shows more opaque blue. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this. It's definitely worth it. I thought it was one of his walking figures, and I thought, well, I mean, it looks good for a walking figure. Now I know how it looks good. He's not a walking figure. And I just want to do one quick more comparison with him and the other figure he kind of reminded me of. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Let me know if this is one of the figures you got, and have a great Monday. Don't let it be mundane.